Good evening. Welcome you all to this Friday Fundamental of Bombay Management Association. You all know that every week on Wednesdays and Fridays, we come up with very interesting, innovative topics, ideas to discuss, to listen to, and get ourselves wiser day by day. Today we have with us our own Bombay Management Association's Executive Committee member, Sri Arun Chitlangia, who is going to engage us in a very innovative discussion methodology and a method which he has devised himself. And we are going to witness and participate in that. First of all, let me thank Sri Arunji for taking time out, and at the last moment, he has agreed to conduct this session. And I am happy that our EC members are giving us a thought provoking process and ideas for all of us together. So thank you, Arunji.
Welcome.
Many of you may have interacted with Arunji. Arun Chitlangia is born in a Marwadi family at Kolkata, but he has lived almost all his life in Amchi, Mumbai, where he did his diploma in administrative management from Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management Studies. I also came to know it today. So very happy to see our alumni once again coming and reaching to the heights in their career. His certification in effective public speaking from Indo-American Society was a turning point in his life. He joined the family business of trading in ball bearings. Later, he moved on to manufacturing, stock market, ad agency, job, and finally landed in L&D around the year 2000. Training became his passion more than just a profession. He founded Training Tree in 2009 and Association of Trainers in 2003. He trained more than 30,000 people across India. Learners were all of levels, from the support staff to the president, and across all the industries: manufacturing, service, IT, banking, and so on. Some of his clients are Fin, ICBI, SR, Bajaj Auto, Ronak Group, etc. He conducted training in various topics like authentic conversations, managing meaningful habits, managing expectations, creativity and innovation, conflict management, etc. Now he is specializing in Train the Trainer. He conducted more than 30 Train the Trainer programs involving 150 plus learners. Many of the trainers around in the market are his students. His sessions are interactive with many games and activities. He is fascinated with facilitation and makes the learner talk most of the times. Usually, his sessions are in Highlish, using jargons, free, simple language. Typical feedback rating is 4.5 on a scale of 0 to 5. He loves retro Hindi song. Many of us in that generation enjoy that. Ghazals, traveling, meeting friends. And he has also acted in few movies, serials, and TV shows, and was model for many hoarding and print ads. Arunji, very impressed with the diversified areas in which you have worked, and the another aspect of your acting and modeling I came to know today. So thank you for being with us, and request you to start your session. Over to you.
Thank you, Kavitaji. Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. And yes, it is my pleasure to be here, to be with all of you and share something related to emotion, but in a different way. And at the end of the program, I would be very curious to know that how much you like this new method and what impact it created on you. So all those pointers will be my curiosity, and I would really, really want to know from you. But right now, it is time for me to start the session. And as you can see the name, it is a reverse funnel discussion. And the topic we are going to discuss is managing emotions. A lot can be talked about emotions, but we'll proceed step by step and we'll see what you have to say and what I have to say on this particular topic. Very deep, very huge topic, but then we have to think and talk about some dimensions which are more related to us. So with this, may I welcome all of you here with this program, and wish that you enjoy and learn. Both are equally important. Enjoy and learn the program. I'm sure that many of you must be curious, but before I go ahead, I will once just stop the sharing, and I would like to ask a question to all of you. And I would like you to answer me in the with the reactions, yes or no button. How many of you are trainers? If you are a trainer, please click on the green button that says yes. And if it is not activated, no problem. You can use a thumbs up or raise hand, anything that you feel like. Just by whatever means you can indicate me how many of you are trainers. Okay, right. Okay, Farooq is here, Rajesh ji, Sham. So we have got plenty of us. Now next question. How many of you arrange meetings, and in those meetings, you want it to be like rocking meetings, not just the usual formal meeting, but you want it very lively meetings? How many of you want or you need to organize such meetings? So anyone who owns this responsibility of managing meetings, organizing meetings. Wow, fantastic. Great. The objective why I'm asking this question is this, that there are two things today. There is one thing that is subject and the second is the process. Because there are many of you who are arranging meetings and you are trainers, I would also give you some thoughts related to the process also. That's the main purpose of asking this question. So thank you very much. Once again, I'll go back to where we were, and I'm sure that everyone is curious that what this reverse funnel discussion is all about. So as we can see here, normally in a funnel, what happens that there is a lot of thoughts and then we talk about it, and then in the beginning there is a divergence that happens, whether it's a meeting, whether it's a training program, a lot of divergence would happen. Then there will be a point where we will turn around and then we'll say, okay, enough of discussion, enough of warm up, now let's close it, let's come to the conversation. So पहले एक divergence होता है, discussion होता है, warm up होता है, and then we come to the convergence part. Now let's close, let's come to the point, let's come to the conclusion. That's the typical way it goes. So that opening up is the funnel. And here what we are going to do, it's just the reverse way. Here we are going with the, let's say, end first and the beginning last, just the reverse of normal process, normal procedure. And I'm sure that you are going to find it very, very interesting. So what will happen is that initially there will be small room discussion, less time available for the discussion, and as we proceed you will have larger group and more time, and we will go broader on the topic rather than converging. Only at the end we will come to the convergence. So that is what is about reverse funnel. I will come back to you with more details. In some cases what happens here is that a typical program will be less structured in the beginning, and towards the end it will get more structured. Here it's other way around, it's more structured right in the beginning, and gradually as people join in, they start sharing views, opinion, etc., it may become less structured, and it is okay. That's what we are welcoming. We are okay with it. So that's a major difference between the normal program and this program, this process, which is called reverse funnel discussion. Let's experience it rather than me talking about it. But before that, today's roadmap, what we are going to do. What is the plan? So the plan is that we are going to start with my presentation, the standard presentation, the way it happens in any other program. I'm going to share my thoughts, my views, my slides, etc. Then we are going to have 3 rounds of discussion: round 1, round 2, round 3. And as I shared with you, every round is going to be bigger and bigger. And finally, after the 3 rounds, we are going to have conclusion. Now, for the sake of our trainer friends and our organizer friends, in this program, we are having 3 rounds. In your case, you may have maybe more rounds also, 5 rounds, 7 rounds, 10 rounds, depending upon the depth in which you want to go, depending upon the time frame you may have. So maybe that you will have round 1 today and round 2 after a week and round 3 in third week and so on. In that case, the number of rounds could increase, the span could increase, per day session may be a full day session and so on. So all that flexibility is yours. Right now, for this program, we are having this program which we have just started at 5 and we intend to wind it up at 6:30. So that's our target time for closing. So this is our plan. This is the situation. Now let's talk about the topic emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? When we talk of emotions, a lot of things comes to our mind. I'm sure the first thing comes out in our mind is that some of the negative emotions, anger, frustration, irritation, etc., plus many other positive, love, joy, etc. Along with that, those who are little knowledgeable in this subject, another words that will come to your mind probably are motivation, empathy, self-esteem, interpersonal awareness, etc. Right? And it's true. Emotional intelligence is all about good arrangement of all these thought processes and philosophy around it. So I'm going to just surf through some of the thoughts. We are not going to deep dive at this level. If at all you have got some important question, please stop me then and there and ask me a question. I would do my best to answer those questions. But otherwise, we are going to go little in the surfing way rather than discussion or in-depth dive. Right. So let's start with some small activity. So Kavita ji generously talked about my hobby, that is acting. I want all of you to do some acting. And for this purpose, I want to see all of you. So I need to stop the sharing. So what I request all of you to do is, for the time being, please switch on your videos. And I'm going to shout out some numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, whatever. 1 is low intensity and 10 is high intensity. Right? 10 matlab chota ekdam. 10, sorry, 1 is small and 10 is very big. And I'm going to name an emotion and then give you numbers. And I request you to express with your body language, face and the entire body language, something related to that emotion. Let's say, example, if I say anger and I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at 1, your anger level is very small. At 10, it is at its peak. So that is what we are going to do. So I guess all of us are ready. Those who have yet not switched on the videos, please switch on. You will enjoy, others will enjoy. So here we go. The first emotion that I would like to call about is irritation. You are irritated. Very low level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Irritation is increasing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now the other one, the very famous one, anger. 1, 2, 3. You are getting more and more angry. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, fantastic. Good expressions on the faces. Fantastic. Let's go with another one. Excitement. Bahut low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Wow, fantastic, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you very much. My question to all of you, especially those who are on videos, how do you feel? Yes, Rajesh.
As the intensity was increasing, so is the expression, and
Yes.
so is the emotions.
Yes.
So relevant to the expression, the emotions were also increasing. That was
Wonderful.
my experience.
Wonderful. Wonderful. We have another participant whom I interacted today for the first time, and her name is Jigyasa. Jigyasa is curiosity. So Jigyasa, I'm sure that you were curious about this process, that what's going to happen. And now when you expressed yourself in terms of that facial and body language expressions, ultimately what you felt after having expressed yourself. You are on mute, Jigyasa.
Yeah, initially, I think in the first one, I didn't go with your number system. So I had those constant emotions running, but in the end, I did follow your as the numbers were going up, my expressions were going up too. So I did feel elated.
Okay. In terms of sharing your emotions with people, when you expressed it, जो अंदर का जो collection था, when it came out, how you felt about that?
Felt good.
Okay. Okay. So this clue we are going to use little later. Once again, that what we are talking about and why we are talking about, we will come up back to this. Right now, we will proceed and we'll talk a little more about what we are doing and what is emotion and everything around emotion. Yeah, here we go. Few of the things I'm skipping for the sake of time. What is emotion? So here is an expression: feelings that generally have both psychological and cognitive elements that influence behavior. Please don't ask me any question on this. This is a very technical statement. I understand part of it, and beyond that I don't understand. But yes, a few things which I understand, which I'm going to share with you. What is more important for me is the function of emotion, and that is where I can share a lot with you. First very important thing I understand is it prepares us for action. Suppose I'm very angry, I want to take some action. I'm excited, I want to express it, I want to dance, and I want to do something, right? So it prompts me for an action. Second thing which I understand is it shapes our future behavior. What I'm thinking today, my tomorrow's behavior is going to be related to that, right? And my emotion is what connects me to other people. Otherwise, we are like machines. We will never connect with each other if there are no emotion. And we all know that we use in our day-to-day communication also, in conversation also, that I'm emotionally connected to so-and-so person, right? All these movies and soap opera, serials, etc., all are taking you to a journey which is related to emotions. So we can see the importance and the function of it. Now let's look at some positive side of our emotions. One, emotions would help us in taking quick decisions. It helps us to be intuitive. Intuition is not coming out of some other world. It's all within us, and it is emotions which brings it out. The negative side, at the point of time when we are carried away in those emotions, we forget about logic. So एक जो बोलते हैं emotional fool, एक जो बोलते हैं कि प्यार में इंसान अंधा हो जाता है. All these are example of this, that we forget about logic and we are just in that emotion and we just carried away. So that's the flip side of it. Okay. In order to show this, I think I need to reshare because I forgot to click on the share sound, and without that you won't be able to listen anything. So here we go. Yes, sorry. Yeah, here we are. a lot of exaggeration. Yes, I agree. But at the same time, something like this, not exactly this, but something like this, have we seen happening around us? I'm sure some or the other scenario you must have seen where we just forget about logic, we forget about our behavior, we forget about our reactions, and everything that we know is my emotion, and it just happens. And whether it was right or wrong, I realized little later. So why we have emotions? Why nature has given emotions? One very important aspect is to handle emergencies. So if we go in Stone Age, it was like when a situation was there that when you encounter a larger animal, lion or a tiger, you have to very quickly decide whether I want to fight with this animal or I want to run away. And here that intuitive element of emotions would come into picture, and it will guide us what I need to do. It will allow me to take that decision. In today's world, emotions are important in every aspect of our life, whether it is our relationship, husband, wife, parents, friends, even in business, the boss and subordinate. How many times we have seen that people have left job because of boss's negative behavior? Boss insulted me in front of many people. I don't want to work here, right? Boss is always talking to me in a very dictatorial term. I don't enjoy my work. So let me change my job and things like that. I'm sure that all of us have seen those kind of situations, examples in our day-to-day life, right? And what about anger and fear? Anger makes us fight. Even a small example like you're driving and someone cuts into your lane and you want to teach them a lesson and you want to fight. As compared to that, fear, just opposite, it makes me want to run away from the situation because I'm fearful, because I feel that something will damage me. So can I move away from situation? So these are the actions which our emotions will ignite. And why? We all know about the two sides of brain, the logical brain and the emotional brain, left and right brain. And how many times you have been told that use more of your left brain, which is logical, don't get carried away from the right hand emotional brain, because then you will become emotional fool, you will make emotional mistakes, you will take a wrong decision. So that's our two sides of brain. And if we look at it from different angle, why it is happening so? Again, if we go back to the Stone Age or the evaluation of mankind, there's this something small that is called amygdala. Amygdala is something that controls our emotional mind. So पुराने जमाने में जो एक होता था ट्यूबलाइट और बल्ब, it is something like that. That when something happens to us, someone speaks to us in a particular way, someone behaves with us in a particular way, ये जो हमारा इमोशनल ब्रेन है, amygdala वाला पोर्शन, ये बल्ब की जैसे तुरंत जल जाता, बिकॉज ये पहले डेवलप हुआ था. The remaining part, the rational part, it developed after thousands of years, so it takes little time to get ignited. So suppose someone slaps you, someone gives you bad words, what would happen? By the time the rational mind would wake up and decide how should I respond to the situation, your emotional mind has already reacted, and because of that reaction, already the action has been taken. So someone gives me bad word, I slap the person, and after slapping, my rational brain wakes up and tells me, Arun, ये क्या किया? अब इसको थप्पड़ मारा, ये तुमको मुक्का मारेगा, तुम्हारा झगड़ा हो जाएगा, फालतू बात बढ़ जाएगी, आपको ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए था, बट तब तक सब कुछ हो चुका है. एंड दैट इज वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम कि हमारा इमोशनल माइंड है, वो सबसे पहले समझता है बात को और रिएक्ट करता है, बहुत फास्ट रिएक्ट करता है. एंड बाय द टाइम rational mind tells us what to do and what not to do, many times it is already too late. So that is a factor we need to understand. A few technical details about the brain. Right now we are not getting into much detail of that, but yeah, here we'll get into detail. There is conscious mind and subconscious mind. I want you to do one exercise. Just move your right hand like this. And now if you can move your other hand in the opposite direction. Now let's do both. One hand in this direction, the other in opposite direction. Are we able to do it? So what is the message? The message here is that our conscious mind can do only and only one thing at a time. But the characteristic, the quality of this mind is it can think, it can take decisions. What about subconscious mind? Subconscious mind is like a computer hard disk, multitasker, can do a lot of things, great accuracy. But the limitation is cannot think, cannot take decisions. And what we smart human beings do, we use both of them in such a way, balance it in such a way that we get what we want from conscious, we get what we want from subconscious. And whenever we make a mistake in this, then there is a problem. Then we face something and then we say, yeah, mujhe emotional intelligence seekhna hai because I committed a mistake, right? So that's what it is. So intelligence, एक जमाना था IQ को बहुत महत्व दिया जाता था. All the selection exams, interviews, etc., etc. IQ अच्छा है तो you are settled, right? IQ is our ability to understand how fast you understand the status, situations, what is happening around us, how best you can remember what has happened and why it has happened. But still, it is limited. So, इंटेलेक्चुअल कॉन्फिडेंस आया आपको, मैथ्स में आप अच्छे, लॉजिक में अच्छे हैं, रैशनल में अच्छे हैं, डिसीजन मेकिंग के लिए इट इज समथिंग गुड. People think that you are wise, but at the same time, there are some other area of our life where this is not enough. This is just not enough. And what could be those areas? If you can share something with me. What are the areas where IQ is just not enough? You're very intelligent, still not enough.
Lack of social skills.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And ये बंदे को थोड़ा सा टेंशन वगैरह भी कभी-कभी बहुत ज्यादा हो जाता है. Now just imagine a person who is a normal individual, but उसको medical knowledge बहुत ज्यादा है, दवाइयों की knowledge बहुत ज्यादा है. What the person will do? जरा सा एक बुखार भी हो गया तो पूरा गूगल में छान मारेंगे, पूरा हिस्ट्री ज्योग्राफी निकाल लेंगे. उनको एंजाइटी हो जाएगी कि पता नहीं मुझे तो कोविड तो नहीं हो गया, ये तो नहीं हो गया, वो तो नहीं हो गया. अपने मन से दवाइयां खाना शुरू कर दें. मतलब बहुत कुछ शायद वो कर सकते हैं जस्ट बिकॉज उनका आईक्यू बहुत फास्ट दौड़ रहा है. दूसरा आपने बताया बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट, सोशल. नाउ इंटेलिजेंस इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट और सोशल कनेक्शंस आर मोर इंपॉर्टेंट. Actually both. Lekin, if we look at the technology, the way it is advancing, lot of intelligent things today machines are able to do. Artificial intelligence, we can talk about it in depth. But emotions, can any program, any machine do things which we do with the help of our emotions? वो काम हम मशीन को नहीं दे सकते, कभी भी उसका ऑटोमेशन हो ही नहीं सकता है. एंड दैट इज व्हाई एज वी आर गोइंग मोर डिजिटल, मोर टेक्नोलॉजी ओरिएंटेड, हमारे इमोशंस के महत्व बढ़ते जा रहे हैं. And that is why this emotional intelligence is becoming important. So here is a little bit of description of emotional intelligence. Different people define it differently. This is one of the ways someone has expressed. I want you to read it. You may agree, you may not agree, but I want you to just sink in some of the thoughts related to this. Here is another. So, as I was talking about machines and humans, we have to deal with people. If we look at corporate hierarchy also, at a lower level, we have to have different type of skills, ability to operate machines, ability to operate computers, ability to do the work in the most perfect way. But as we grow, it is all about people management. It's all about understanding myself, understanding other people, and that is what will bring us success. Leadership is all about emotional understanding and handling people. I hope all of you would agree with me on this. Leadership is all about people, right? And that is where, whether it is a personal life, where we have to deal with our family members, our friends, and one small error in our handling the emotion, our relation can break. And in profession, where we have to do the work for someone, we have to get work done from someone, and yeah, money is there, other factors are there, but one of the important factor is emotions, without which we can't manage people, we cannot progress further, right? Now, this emotion, as we saw in amygdala situation, prompts us to do a lot of things, take decision on some emotion that is very short-lived emotion. But by the time we have done, so this is where we have to be careful, and we'll talk about how can we do that. So my question to all of you, लोग बोलते हैं कि हमको रैशनल होना चाहिए, हमको सोच विचार के काम करना चाहिए, हमें इतना इमोशन नहीं होना चाहिए, बिजनेस में, ऑफिस में प्लीज डोंट बी इमोशनल, अपने इमोशन को घर पे रख के आओ. इज इट रियली पॉसिबल? हो सकता है कि हम इमोशंस को घर पे रख के आए? इज इट पॉसिबल कि वी बिकम लाइक almost total rational even if we want to? So first thing, we are human beings, it's not practically possible. Second thing, मान लीजिए कर भी लिया मैंने, बहुत मेहनत करके somehow I became rational. What will be my life? Will it not be flat every time, the same feeling? And when we talk of emotions, there are so many ups and downs. So life, the vibration of life is all about up and down. We don't want down, we want only up, but the equation is जितना up होगा उतना down होगा. आपने देखा होगा जो लोग स्पिरिचुअलिटी में ज्यादा बिलीव करते हैं, जो शांत स्वभाव के लोग हैं, उनको गुस्सा भी कम आता है, अपसेट भी कम होते हैं, तो खुशी भी उनके कम होती है. एंड अदर सेट ऑफ पीपल वर वेरी इमोशनल, तो उनको खुशी भी बहुत ज्यादा होती है, छोटी सी बात में इतना खुश हो जाते हैं, और जब जरा सा कुछ तकलीफ आती है तो बहुत ज्यादा कम होता है उनको. ऐसा कभी भी नहीं देखा होगा आपने कि कोई इंसान जिसको खुशी के टाइम पे तो बहुत ज्यादा खुशी होती है और दुख के टाइम पे बहुत कम दुख होता है. ये इक्वेशन हो ही नहीं सकता है, बिकॉज ये नेचर का लॉ है. एंड दैट्स द रीजन इमोशनल रैशनल हमेशा होना न तो पॉसिबल है, न हमारे लिए अच्छा है, बिकॉज देन आवर लाइफ विल बिकम वेरी मोनोटोनस, वेरी बोरिंग, स्ट्रेट लाइन. हम लोग यदि वो एक हार्ट के लिए ईसीजी निकालते हैं, उसमें स्ट्रेट लाइन का क्या मतलब होता है सबको मालूम है. हमको स्ट्रेट लाइन वाली लाइफ नहीं चाहिए, तो हमें चाहिए इमोशन. लेकिन इमोशन के साथ में आती है प्रॉब्लम्स. आप में से कितने लोग कुकिंग करते हैं? आई एम श्योर काफी लोग करते होंगे. यस, और जो लोग कुकिंग यूज करते हैं उनको प्रेशर कुकर तो यूज करना ही करना पड़ता है. तो ये प्रेशर कुकर का और इंसान में क्या समानता है? एनी रिजेम्बलेंस? मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि यदि एक प्रेशर कुकर है, इसके अंदर पानी रखा, ढक्कन बंद किया, आग पे चढ़ाया, तो स्टीम बनेगी बनेगी. इंसान है, जिंदा है, तो अंदर में फीलिंग्स एंड इमोशंस होने ही वाले हैं. व्हेन द क्वांटिटी स्मॉल, तो क्या होगा? वो हमारी स्टीम जो है, हमारे जो फीलिंग्स इमोशन है, दिल के किसी एक कोने में पड़े रहेंगे, जैसे कुकर में स्टीम पड़ी रहती है. But suppose it is increasing continuously, it is growing, growing and growing, and now it has become big. बहुत सारी स्टीम हो गई, बहुत सारे इमोशन हो गए, बहुत सारी नॉलेज मेरे दिमाग में भर गई है. Now what do I want? What do my mind, my heart, everything would like to do? बहुत नॉलेज आ गई, बहुत इमोशंस हो गए, पॉजिटिव या तो नेगेटिव. अब क्या करें? Now we want to release it. We want people to know, देखो मुझे इतनी नॉलेज है, देखो मैं बहुत दुखी हूँ, देखो मैं बहुत खुश हूँ, पार्टी देता हूँ, चलो सब खुश हो जाओ मेरे साथ. सो वी वांट टू रिलीज दीज फीलिंग्स एंड इमोशंस. अब इसके लिए हमारे पास आउटलेट कितने हैं? तो कुकर से स्टीम बाहर निकलने के रास्ते कितने हैं? मुझे लगता है 3 रास्ते हैं. पहला रास्ता है विसल, ये सिटी. अभी सिटी जब स्टीम निकलती है तो कितनी स्टीम किस डायरेक्शन में कितनी फ्रीक्वेंसी से निकलनी चाहिए, कौन डिसाइड करता है? हम डिसाइड करते हैं, हमारा डिजाइनर डिसाइड करता है। एक इंसान है, वो अपने मन की बात किसी से शेयर करना चाहता है, किसके साथ में, कौन सा टॉपिक, कितनी देर तक, किस डिटेल तक मुझे शेयर करना है, कब करना है, हम डिसाइड कर सकते हैं। एंड व्हेन वी डू दैट, it is our first level of expression of feelings and emotion, that is conversation, communication, talking to each other, family members, friends, etc. Unfortunately, kabhi kabhi ye CT work nahi karti, the whistle do not function properly. Then what would happen? Will the cooker blast? No, there is a safety wall. What is human equivalent of safety wall? So some people cry and express their sorrow. Some people drink, smoke, take drugs and so on. अच्छा, कुछ लोग तो शायर बन जाते हैं, कुछ चित्रकार बन जाते हैं, कुछ कॉमेडियन बन जाते हैं. Art is defined as alternate expression of thoughts. So आर्टिस्ट बन जाते हैं. और आपने देखा होगा दुनिया के जितने भी बड़े आर्टिस्ट हैं, मोस्टली इंट्रोवर्ट्स. What does that mean? हो सकता है कि वो अपने फीलिंग्स, इमोशन नॉर्मल वे में शेयर नहीं कर पाए, and then they took the path of art. Quite possible. So अब मान लीजिए चलिए वॉल भी नहीं चला, तब क्या होगा? Then it's going to burst. When it bursts, can we decide in which direction the burst should happen? What should be the size of the pieces which will damage other things? Whom should it damage? Whom should it not damage? Can we decide? No way. We don't have any control. We can't even decide कि burst होना चाहिए कि नहीं होना चाहिए. It just happens. Again, what is human equivalent to this? Is it fighting on small issues? Is it a sarcastic remark? When एक छोटा सा ताना भी किसी को मार दिया, is it equal to blast? And if you feel no, let me remind you, महाभारत ट्रिगर कहां से हुआ था? प्रॉब्लम तो अक्यूमुलेट होगी, साल से, 2 साल से, 5 साल से सब कुछ इकट्ठा हो रहा था, बट ट्रिगर कहां से? जब द्रौपदी ने कहा अंधे का बेटा अंधा, करेक्ट? तो एक ताना यदि महाभारत ला सकता है, यस यू आर राइट निपुण जी, एब्सोल्युटली राइट, टॉन्टिंग ऑफ द्रौपदी, एक ताना यदि महाभारत कर सकता है तो पता नहीं और क्या क्या कर सकता है. So that is the blast. Even एक ताना जो sarcastic remark है, even that is also a blast, right? और तरह के blast तो हम देखते रहते हैं, होते रहते हैं, right? और इतने सारे इमोशंस है, 500 से ज्यादा. अब हमको सबको संभालना है, कैसे संभालेंगे? So one, there are a lot of positive emotions and we have a lot of negative emotions also. Fear, we all know, is negative emotion. Fear में क्या होता है? हम लोग डर जाते हैं, हम लोग पैनिक में आ जाते हैं, मिस्टेक करते हैं, भगदड़ मच जाती है, हमारा ऑर्गेनाइजिंग, प्लानिंग, डिसिप्लिन सब चला जाता है. यहाँ फिर से एमिगडाला का रोल बहुत बड़ा है. बहुत सारे लोगों को फोबिया होता है, किसी चीज से डर लगता है, हाइट से डर लगता है, पानी से डर लगता है. सो ऑल दिस फियर स्टॉप्स अस फ्रॉम टेकिंग सर्टेन एक्शंस, राइट? सो हमको एक क्वेश्चन अपने आप से पूछना है कि जिस चीज का मुझे डर लगता है, कैन आई फेस इट हेड ऑन? उसी को सामने से, मतलब उसमें अवॉइड करने की बजाय, कैन आई गो एंड एम्ब्रेस दैट सिचुएशन? एंड मे बी दैट व्हेन आई टेक इट हेड ऑन, आई विल रियलाइज कि इसमें इतना डरने वाली बात नहीं थी, इट इज नॉट दैट मच डैमेजिंग एंड आई कैन फेस इट. क्वाइट पॉसिबल. एक्सरसाइज इज अनदर थिंग दैट विल हेल्प अस इन मैनेजिंग आवर इमोशंस. आपने देखा होगा जब कभी आप एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, उसके बाद आप लाइट फील करते हैं, फिजिकली लाइट फील करते हैं एंड मेंटली लाइट फील करते हैं. सो दिस इज अनदर वे ऑफ मैनेजिंग योर इमोशंस. अनदर थिंग व्हिच वी सॉ इन अर्लियर डिस्कशन वाज रिएक्ट एंड रिस्पॉन्ड. किसी ने मुझे गाली दी, मैंने तुरंत थप्पड़ मार दिया, दैट इज रिएक्शन. किसी ने मुझे गाली दी, मैं 1 सेकंड के लिए, 5 सेकंड के लिए, 10 सेकंड के लिए सोचूंगा कि इसने क्यों मुझे थप्पड़ गाली दी, मुझे क्या करना चाहिए, आई गॉट 1 2 3 4 5 6 पॉसिबल रिएक्शंस, कौन सा करना चाहिए मुझे, एंड वो सोच के मैं रिस्पॉन्ड करूंगा जो मुझे बेस्ट लगता है, देन इट बिकम्स रिस्पॉन्ड। तो रिएक्शन और रिस्पॉन्ड के बीच में दूरी जो है वो शायद 10 सेकंड की दूरी है। इसीलिए कई लोग आपको बोलते हैं जब कभी गुस्सा आ जाए तो 10 की उल्टी गिनती गिन लेना, 10 9 8 7 9, तो आपका गुस्सा उस टाइम तक शांत हो जाएगा। आपका जो इमोशनल माइंड इग्नाइट हो गया था और कुछ करने वाला था, उसको आपने 10 सेकंड का टाइम दे दिया, तब तक रैशनल माइंड विल वेक अप एंड इट विल टेक चार्ज। तो इसलिए हमें रिएक्ट नहीं करना है, हमको रेस्पॉन्ड करना है। एंगर इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट एक्सपेंसिव इमोशन, जो कि दूसरे को तो जलाता है, दूसरा जले उसके पहले हमें खुद को जला देता है। जितने भी लोग एंगर ज्यादा करते हैं, ट्रू एंगर दिखाने का एंगर को कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, ट्रू एंगर यदि होता है आपका अंदर से जान जल रही है, तो सबसे पहले तो आपकी हेल्थ को असर होगा, बीपी, ब्लड प्रेशर, ये डायबिटीज, पता नहीं क्या क्या हो जाएगा, राइट। डाइट हमारे इमोशन पे बहुत इम्पैक्ट करती है। जैसे बोलते हैं ज्यादा मिर्च मसाला तला हुआ ये वो सब खाएंगे तो हमारी इमोशंस जो है वो कम हमारे कंट्रोल में रहते हैं। सिंपल फूड helps us in managing our emotions in a better way. Another aspect of emotion is at workplace there could be lot of emotional hurt. हमने किसी को नीचा दिखा दिया, हमने किसी के आइडियाज पे जरा कुछ हंस दिए, कई बार तो सिर्फ एक स्माइल इज इनफ, यू नो, एक टेढ़ी स्माइल होती है ना, sarcastic smile, that is enough to hurt someone, right? And then our relation and our further work and पता नहीं कहाँ कहाँ तक उसका नुकसान जा सकता है, रिपल इफेक्ट वी कांट इवन इमेजिन कि कहाँ तक जाएगा। इसका ऑपोजिट देखें तो हमारे जो मोटिवेशनल फैक्टर्स है वो डायरेक्टली इमोशन से जुड़े हैं, भले वो अवार्ड हो, रिकग्निशन हो, एडवांसमेंट हो, एवरीथिंग, ऑल मोटिवेशंस आर रिलेटेड टू इमोशन समवेयर। मनी इज देयर, बट मनी में भी कहीं ना कहीं इमोशन छिपा रहता है कि देखो मैंने इतना पैसा कमाया, मुझे इतना पैसा मिला, वी टेक प्राइड कि मेरी सैलरी बढ़ी है। सो एसेंशियली इट इज इमोशंस दैट आर मोर स्ट्रॉन्गर देन एनीथिंग एल्स। नाउ लिटिल बिट आई वांट टू टॉक अबाउट, अभी तक हमने बात की अपने खुद के इमोशन की, अब थोड़ा सा मैं बात करना चाहता हूँ दूसरों के इमोशन की। तो हमें क्या करना है, दूसरे के इमोशन को कैसे संभालेंगे? 4 तरह के बिहेवियर होते हैं। वन इज अग्रेसिव, डोमिनेटिंग बिहेवियर। दूसरा उसका ठीक अपोजिट, सबमिसिव, गिविंग अप वाला, सरेंडर करने वाला। तीसरा होता है बहुत पॉपुलर, मैनिपुलेटिव, पॉलिटिक्स वाले बहुत करते हैं, राइट। और चौथा होता है असर्टिव। नाउ अग्रेसिव हम होंगे तो हमारा काम हो जाएगा, सामने वाले को बुरा लगेगा, उस टाइम पे आपका फायदा हो गया, बट लॉन्ग रन में आपके कनेक्शन टूट गए, आपके रिलेशन बिगड़ सकते हैं। सबमिसिव होंगे तो मुझे अच्छा ही नहीं लगेगा, मैं अपने आप को छोटा समझूंगा, and I will not feel good. I will not like to deal with that person as much as possible. Manipulation कभी चलता है, शॉर्ट टर्म में चलता है, लॉन्ग टर्म में चलता नहीं है, लोग पकड़े जाते हैं। भले मैं उसको लीगली बुक करूं या ना करूं, मेंटली मैंने उसको बुक कर दिया कि यार ये आदमी बहुत मैनिपुलेट करता है, मुझे इससे बच के रहना है। Then the assertiveness is the only thing that is best for us. Assertiveness is democratic. Assertiveness respects my emotion as well as other people's emotion. तो ये हमें दूसरों के इमोशन को हैंडल करने के लिए, मैनेज करने के लिए, वन ऑफ द बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन इज इफ आई बिहेव असर्टिवली, इफ आई यूज अ लैंग्वेज दैट इज असर्टिव लैंग्वेज। तो ये हम करेंगे तो हमारा बहुत बेनिफिट होगा। इसके बाद एक फैक्टर आता है पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड। द मोर पॉजिटिव आई थिंक, द मोर emotional balance I can manage. If I can have empathy, if I put myself into other person's shoes, और वहां से मैं सोचूंगा, तो definitely I will be able to manage my emotions and other emotions. In fact, empathy is a huge topic जिसपे हम काफी बातें कर सकते हैं, काफी सोच सकते हैं, काफी हम उसके बाद में डीप में जा सकते हैं कि कैसे जब हम अपने आप को सामने वाले की पोजीशन पे रखते हैं तो उनके इमोशंस का हमें अंदाज हो जाता है, अपना इमोशन हमें मालूम है, तो दोनों का हम बैलेंस कैसे क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। सो एम्पैथी इज वन ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग। और ये सारा शेयर कैसे होता है, सामने पहुंचता कैसे है? वो पहुंचता है हमारे कम्युनिकेशन से। सो कैन वी मैनेज आवर कम्युनिकेशन इन सच ए वे दैट इट डू नॉट हर्ट एनीबॉडीज फीलिंग। एक मुझे किसी को ऑर्डर देना, पानी का ग्लास ला, तो मेरा तरीका हो सकता है, हे पानी का ग्लास ला इधर। और एक मेरा तरीका हो सकता है, प्लीज कैन यू हैंड मी ओवर दैट वाटर बॉटल प्लीज। दोनों मेरे हाथ में है, One may hurt someone, another may respect someone. तो ये सारे हमारे हाथ में है. So I'll take a brief pause here. I would want all of you to reflect on whatever we have discussed. इस पे कोई आपका क्वेश्चन हो, आपकी कोई शेयरिंग हो, आप कुछ भी करना चाहें तो आप बताएं. उसके बाद में हम लोग राउंड 1, 2 और 3 के लिए जाएं. So this is your time. Anyone, everyone, please let me know what you liked in the discussion. What is your question? If you want to share something. Yes, Farooq ji.
You said anger and fear are bad emotions. That's
Yeah,
not true. They can be good emotions also.
Yes, absolutely. It is up to us that how we take it. One very important thing here I would like to add, Farooq ji, is that ये जो हमारा इमोशन हमने प्रेशर कुकर देखा कि हमारे अंदर भरा हुआ है. यदि एंगर भी है और ये अंदर भरा हुआ है, then it could be problem. Even happiness also. I'm very happy and it is inside, it may cause a problem. So release of that emotion is important. And while it is releasing, the way in which we release, that becomes very important. So yes, ऐसा generally anger is harmful, but not always. किस तरीके से हम किसके सामने कब निकालते हैं, कितना निकालते हैं, उसका impact हम क्या चाहते हैं, based on that, it could be a positive thing also. So one, if I'm angry, I have to release it. If I block it inside me, I will burn out. Second, I have to do it in a nice way. Third, sometimes we have to show anger to people that I am not happy with you. Otherwise, they don't understand. Otherwise, they will continue to same behavior which I don't like. So from that point of view, what you're saying is absolutely right. Yes. Anyone else would like to share something, ask something? निपुण जी का कुछ क्वेश्चन है, इज देयर अ वे टू चेंज बेसिक नेचर ऑफ द पर्सन? निपुण जी, जो फंडामेंटल्स है, जो नेचर ने क्रिएट किए हैं, थाउजेंड्स ऑफ ईयर्स से चलते आ रहे हैं, उसमें फंडामेंटल चेंज होना बहुत मुश्किल है. बट यस, वी कैन डिसिप्लिन आवरसेल्व्स, वी कैन कीप ए लिमिट टू दैट. एग्जाम्पल के तौर पे, यदि आप मुझसे बुरा बिहेव करोगे तो मेरा रिएक्शन वैसा ही होने वाला है. बट जो हमने रिएक्शन और रिस्पॉन्ड की बात की थी, वहां मैं अपने आप को शायद इतना डिसिप्लिन कर सकता हूं कि बिफोर रिएक्टिंग आई विल think about it and respond. So to some extent, yes, we can discipline, we can change our habits, but to a larger extent, the basic human nature cannot be changed. That will remain same all the time. What is in it for me हमेशा रहेगा. मुझे रिस्पेक्ट करो हमेशा रहेगा. आपने मेरे साथ कुछ किया है तो आई एम एंटाइटल्ड टू रिएक्ट इन द सेम वे, वो हमेशा रहेगा. तो ये बेसिक्स तो रहेंगे, वो कहीं नहीं जाने वाले. So great. So I hope now it is time for us to get that feeling, get that experience of our rounds of discussion. First round में क्या होगा? First round में we are going to the breakout rooms, and when we are going to the breakout rooms, we will be 2 to 3 persons in a room, और आपके पास time होगा 5 minutes का. In these 5 minutes, what are we going to discuss? What are we going to talk about is role of emotions in personal and professional life. I will put it on the screen also for the convenience. Role of emotions in personal and professional life. So 2 or 3 people in one room, 5 minutes time for all of us, have a discussion, and when we come back, we would like you to share what discussion took place in your room. So are we all ready for this journey? Great. So here I am, and I'm going to create some maybe 14 rooms so that there will be 2 to 3 persons in each room. And let me set a timer for all of us. And the timer I'm setting at exactly 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, the system will bring us back to this room. So we're going to go to the breakout room. आप वहां डिस्कस करेंगे कि इमोशंस हमारे पर्सनल लाइफ को, प्रोफेशनल लाइफ को कैसे इम्पैक्ट करता है. प्लीज जॉट डाउन सम पॉइंट्स, नोट्स, so that when we come back, you are able to share something with all of us. So here we go.
Hello, can you put me in some other room? Because there was no one there.
Hello. In my breakout room, there was no one. I think somebody was there, but she left. So, is it okay if you could put me into the another breakout room, please?
Hi, Lakshmi.
So welcome back, and everyone is coming back to the main room. I was visiting all the rooms one by one, and I observed that in some of the rooms, wonderful discussion was taking place. In some of the rooms, there were difficulty because maybe the partner was not able to join or something else. So they somehow could not discuss that well. At least those who could discuss, from them, I would like a very quick, very brief feedback that what happened, what you discussed, what was the outcome. Anyone can take the
So can
lead.
I share?
Please do go ahead, Shyamji.
Yes. So we just discussed that having emotions is important.
Yeah.
At the same time, in a given situation, I must be able to speak to myself and then find out what exactly is the emotion or emotions at that particular point in time in the given situation. And when I start noting down those emotions mentally, I buy that 10 seconds of time, and then it prepares me for responding rather than reacting. That particular emotion, I don't react when I know that right now in this situation, I'm angry, I'm irritated. So it gives me time to cool down and then use my logic to respond. Now, also, which I didn't discuss at that point in time in the room, but now I would like to add. So when I know that I'm angry right now, when I know that I'm irritated, also it may help me mentally noting down as to why am I angry. Is it that seeing the face of this fellow I'm angry, or is it some fact in that situation that I'm angry? So that tells me if it is the face, moment I see this fellow, I get angry, then I think it helps me to think that no, then you should not get angry. Think about that fact and then respond. So that also helps me. If I can note down my emotion in that particular situation, it helps me in these two ways. Cool me down, at the same time, know the reason behind why am I angry, why am I irritated, and helps me to be rational while responding. Thank you.
Shyamji, thank you very much for these deep thoughts. And with this, we can take one more person to share what transpired in the room. Anyone who would like to share or even ask a question or just share what was the point of discussion in the room?
So Arunji,
yes, Rajesh.
My partner, he was in car. So one is that connectivity was an issue, but
right.
In short, what we discussed was that emotions in personal and professional life cannot be segregated, because this comes out of the basic personality, and it only depends upon the condition in which you are. And you, to respond, you take little time, but to react, there's no time required for reacting. So that was the only discussion which we could have during the short time which we could connect together.
Thank you for sharing. And what we see is that there are new dimensions that have come out, new thoughts, the depth in which all of you have gone in the discussion, and it's fabulous. Farooqji, we would like to listen to you. Sir, jara unmute kar dijiye na.
What we discussed is that most people want to manage the emotions of others. So it is well known that unless you manage your own emotions, you cannot manage those of others.
Yes.
So this is one learning we had.
Fantastic.
Secondly, to manage your own emotions, you have to know yourself first. Most of us don't know what emotions we play upon during our life.
Excellent. So, sir, interestingly, next two rounds are about that. So next round, we are going to go in the next round. And the topic for discussion is exactly this: how to manage our own emotions. So all of us are going to give our thoughts, our ideas, that different pointers that if I have to manage my emotions, what exactly should I do? Is it easy, difficult? What are the steps? And how will it happen? So friends, once again, we are going to breakout rooms. And this time your topic would be how to manage our own emotions. And this time the room size will be bigger. So
before we go to that, my question is, if emotions are chemical reactions, and the brain secretes the chemicals as a response to the environment. Can we really control them?
So any chemical reaction first emerges with the thought process. That chemical release or whatever happens, that happens after the thought has processed. So first thing is the thought. Thought will come from two sources. One source will be my genes, my culture, my built up. That is, we can call it inborn. And the second is what is learned, what is acquired. And acquired will be what my conscious reading, learning, my company with people, etc. So based on that, collective result of both of them will create my thoughts. Based on the thoughts, the chemicals will be generated, and then the reaction would take place. That's what I understand. I may be right, I may be wrong. We respect everyone's view, but this is my view. So here we once again go back to the breakout rooms. This time we will be having 5 rooms. So there will be more people in the room. Time will be little more. This time we are getting about 6 minutes time. And the topic you already know, how to manage our own emotions. I request everyone within your group, please share your views. And please also select one leader, because this time the group is little larger. So please select a leader. Please don't spend too much time in selection of leader. पहले आप करेंगे तो 6 मिनट तो ऐसे ही बीत जाएंगे. So quickly select a leader, discuss about the topic, quickly share your points, and let the leaders jot down the points. We'll come back and we'll talk about it. So here we go. Well, welcome back once again. Once again, I hope that there was good discussion. And yes, definitely, I witnessed in some of the rooms, it was quite mature, deep, and wonderful discussions. So it was a pleasure listening to all of you. But we would like to listen from you that what was discussed and what is that something that is emerging out of your discussion. So let me invite few volunteers who would like to share what happened in your room, what suggestions came out, what is that you liked. Yes, Farooqji.
Okay, my team was a very good team, which gave a lot of ideas. Rajeshji was there, Keshava was there, Andrila was there, and Deepa was there. Now, few thoughts have come out that before you act, please give a thought before you act.
Yes.
That was one consensus.
Yeah.
Another way of resolving your own emotions is meditation. And look on the positive side, that helps in response.
Yeah.
Another person said that emotions cannot be ruled out.
Yes.
The best solution is don't live in the past or future, just live in the present. That will help you to manage your emotions. And one other person said that learn from your negative emotions. And one more thought process was that you first need to know what emotions are paramount in you, which are the most important ones, so that you can work on them. Otherwise, 500 emotions you cannot work at one shot. So that was what my team suggested. Thank you.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. And now we are getting ready for going to the third round. In this third round, we have to talk about how to manage other people's emotions, which is really so difficult. हम अपना ही इमोशन मैनेज करना इतना मुश्किल होता है, दूसरों को मैनेज करना तो बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, बट इट इज बेनिफिशियल. तो हम देखते हैं क्या क्या आइडियाज आप लेके आते हैं. कविता जी. यस.
Before we go to breakout rooms, the same similar kind of point I had made. Many times we keep on justifying someone else's reactions, actions, and emotions. So is it rational on one's part that you keep on justifying why someone has behaved in this way, and you try and justify his actions? Am I not dragging myself by discussing this into a pit which I will never justify myself? I keep on justifying someone else.
So very, very deep point. Yes, justifying myself is understandable, that everyone would like to defend themselves, want to prove themselves. But justifying someone else, especially when it's not really true, that is where I think there is some internal conflict that is going on. So one, somehow we are suppressed with that personality. We have got some interior motive, or there is some kind of weakness because of which I want to justify someone else's emotions or behavior, which in a healthy way, it should not happen. But in practical life, yes, it happens. So we have to think about it, that why it is happening. So go to the root cause. Toyota's 5 why. If we ask 5, 7, 10 times that why it is happening, whatever answer we get, again we ask why. We'll get to the root cause, that why this person is behaving in this way. What is the need to support someone else unnecessarily? Yes, if it is a healthy reason, you're a team member, anything which is a positive reason, we can understand. But for a not right reason, if you're supporting someone and surrendering or agreeing to their emotion, then I think a deeper thought is required. That agreement is not healthy, because inside that person will not feel happy. I will know that I'm compromising, I'm unnecessarily doing it. So that suppressive feeling will be there, which someday or the other it will burst out. Let me create an example out of it. Suppose there is a husband and there is a wife, and the husband is like very aggressive and even beats the wife, physically beat करता है. अब वाइफ को क्या लगता है, दुनिया को बताऊंगी तो मेरी दुनिया में सब लोग हंसेंगे, मेरा ही हंसी मजाक होने वाला है, सो लेट मी हाइड दिस फैक्ट. अभी उसके इमोशंस को, उसके व्यवहार को हमने छुपा लिया. कितने दिन छुपाएगी? 2 दिन, 10 दिन, 1 साल, 2 साल, 3 साल, 5 साल, 10 साल, कभी तो वो बर्स्ट होगा। जब वो बर्स्ट होगा तो इतना नुकसान होगा, it will be beyond repair. So from that point of view, I think it's not a healthy thing to do. Yes, people do, and that's the reason we are discussing all these things, so that we are aware that corrective actions are to be taken. So for no reason, nobody should protect or manage someone else's particular behavior, especially if you're not agreeing with it. So I hope I was able to answer, and otherwise we'll draw answer from other people in the room also. But right now, time to go in the third breakout room, and this time the size will be still larger. Normally in this round, I should allot more time, but we have got a limitation of our closing time, and that's the reason I'm limiting it to 4 minutes. Otherwise, earlier if it was 5 minutes, second round was 6 minutes, this round should have been at least 7 minutes. So I know I'm not able to do complete justice with it, but at least you'll get the glimpse of it. At least you'll know the process, how it works, and we'll be able to finish in time. So that's the objective. So here I go. One more time, I'm creating the rooms, and this time I'm going to create 3 rooms. And in these 3 rooms, we will have, no, there is something wrong that I've done. I have made 13 rooms rather than 3 rooms. Okay, so I'm recreating and 3 rooms. Time option I'm keeping as 4 minutes, and we will be brought back here after that. And here we go. In this round, once again, to remind you how to manage other people's emotion, very important, especially if you look at the boss subordinate relation. It's very important. In personal life also it's important. Let's go. So once again, a warm welcome to all of you. And this time I could see that the conversation level went still beyond, and it was a very happy sight. One clarification I would like to give all of you in terms of the process. As we discussed that there were 3 rounds, in your situation, it could be more number of rounds depending upon what you want. And suppose there is one particular topic. Let's say you want to take a decision, or there is one particular point where you want to deep dive, then you also have a choice. Today, we talked about 3 different dimensions of the same subject in 3 different rounds. If you want, you can have the same point in all the 3 rounds. Now, it will sound a little weird, but you can give the same caption to be discussed in all the three rounds. Then why 3 rounds? So the difference here is number of people and the set of people. What will happen in the first round, there will be small number of people, second round little larger, third still more larger. So there is a group dynamism, dynamics which will differ. Secondly, the people will change. They may not be the same people. First round, someone who was with me may not be in the second round, may not be in the third round. So that is how it changes, and we are able to interact with more people. So in given situation, it is recommended to give them the same point all the 3 or 4 or 5 rounds, and that can be done. Now let's come back to the session. 2 set of questions for all of you. One related to the process. What were the strength and the limitation of this particular process that is called reverse funnel discussion? So that's one set. And the second set is that what have we learned about emotional intelligence? Our intention was to understand more about emotional intelligence. To what extent that purpose has been served, or is it not served? So these 2 pointers where I would like to get your reflections. Who would like to go ahead first? This is the crucial point. I think this is where I want more and more people to speak out. This is the purpose for which we have gathered. So we should speak out.
So good
Yes,
evening
Archana.
to everybody. Yeah. So I will say 2 things with my experience. Emotion changes with age. That will, I think so that's universal. The maturity of emotions at the age of 20, 40, 50, 60, 80 is going to be different. That we really need to understand. And the second thing I feel is important and imperative for all of us is that we need to give time to a relationship, personal or professional relationship. If we give time, a lot of bitterness, ambiguity, hatred will reduce, because time will tell us about situations and environment. And last thing is, if you keep relationship same with everyone, the way you are inside, the way you are outside.
Fantastic. Thank you, Archana.
No change. Yeah, there will be no problem at all. So that's my 3 bullet point learnings and experience, which I wanted to share with the group.
In brief, you have shared the nutshell points coming from your side, and we have just enough time for one more reflection in 1 minute, because then we have to close. So may I invite one
Hello?
of you? Yes, please.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Normally our personality is settled by the time we are about 7-8 years of age.
Yes.
That is some more hardwiring than what we are born with. Thereafterwards, it requires real physical effort to change the hardwiring that has happened, except for a new person whom you meet, for whom you may get hardwired things. By hardwired, what I mean is our reactions will be almost automatic without thinking. So we have to consciously change if we feel this hardwired personality is not very good, in the light of what is very productive, what is very good. and that requires effort. All that, this is it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And with this, I think this topic is such that we can talk, and there is no end to it. And the process also, there is a lot of things about this process. I'm sure by this time you must have experienced that there are some good things and there are some limitations of this particular process. So we can use it judiciously depending upon what is the outcome we want. But I hope that this would help us in some of the meetings, some of the trainings. If you feel that, yes, it is workable for you, please do use this. And I would be very eager to get your feedback. So that's what I'm extremely eager, that how was it in terms of the topic also, emotional intelligence, and in terms of the process also. So with this, over to you, Kavita ma'am. I'm very happy for this opportunity. Could be able to talk to all of us, share my thoughts, listen to everyone's thoughts. Over to you. Kavita ji, aap mute pe hai.
Thank you, Arunji. I was saying that due to pandemic, all our sessions are happening on the digital medium. And here we think that the interactions are getting reduced, or they are not happening, because there is a speaker, there is a resource person, and then all of us, we don't get time to speak, or we don't get time to express ourselves, react or respond to the situation. But today, you have given us time to speak amongst ourselves, where we could talk to each other, though maybe on the topic given. But I think this breakout rooms was a great idea. In real life, I think you must be making groups where they can go and discuss and come back. Yes. But I think it was very enjoyable event that we had. And it was just extempore. You agreed to do it just day before yesterday, but then we could do it. And all 32 of us, we were involved and talking. We have limitations of the medium, but then I think you have used the time very effectively, and you have given us also opportunity to talk. So thank you very much for taking this session for all of us. It's not only about the emotional intelligence, but also the methodology that you have used to give opportunity to all the participants. So a big thank you. You can read the chat. It's all full with your praise about the session.
I'm thankful.
And let me all remind you about the next session. Today we are at the last event of the month of October. Today we are on 29th of October. Tomorrow being Saturday and Monday and 31st Sunday. Our sessions for the month October are over. The new month is coming up with new initiatives, and the Diwali also. The celebration of light, the celebration of togetherness is coming up next week. My best wishes to all of you and all our members, non-members who keep attending all our webinars. On 3rd of November, we are going to have the BMA Masterclass, and the professor is Bipin Gupta. I request all of you to please log in. He is from US. So the time difference that we have, we will be starting the session on 3rd of November at 6:30. Please make a note. 6:30 will be the event on 3rd of November. 5th is Diwali. So we will celebrate Diwali with our family and friends. So there will not be any webinar on the Friday. But on 10th, we will celebrate Diwali with a musical show done by Shri Sanjay Geete from Nasik, who will be performing for all of us on 10th. That will start at 5 o'clock. On 12th of November, we have a very interesting session by Dr. Priyadarshini Karve, a grandniece of Maharshi Karve. She works in sustainable energy. We have invited her for that. On 17th November, Professor Krishna Swami Jayaraman will be taking a master class. On 20th, the Saturday, we have Leader Speak, which will be at 10 o'clock on Saturday. celebrating Indian managers this time. We will be having it in the beginning of December, 24th and 25th. We have BMA's annual event, Digital Leadership Summit, and we are all gearing up for this big event, which will be on 24th and 25th. On 26th, we have a success story by Vinod Lahoti. I request all of you to be with us in this learning process and also in celebration of Diwali. Before we stop, I will request all of you to visit the YouTube channel, subscribe if you have not subscribed, give comments. You can always reach out to us on all the social media and emails also. Thank you very much for joining. Arunji, thank you. And thanks to all
Welcome.
who are today with us. Thank you.